the idea that things like Seismosaurus would have to pump blood 80 feet in the air, that'd be a real challenge. Some hypothesize that maybe he had 8 hearts in order to get it up there. But of course, if there was twice the atmospheric pressure, it'd be like the bottom of the swimming pool. Things are easy to lift. It would work. Now, after the flood, with that collapse, if that's part of the model, some have departed from that. I don't think it's been abandoned completely, but it would fit here and maybe explain why the dinosaurs didn't do as well. Plus, the world is not as lush and productive. We now have deserts and really high oceans and ice caps that I don't think we had before the flood. We don't have rainforest everywhere. So it's not that well suited for them. So things have gone downhill, and at best it's a deterioration rather than evolution. Now people say, well, look, they had dinosaurs and now then we don't. That's evolution. What? We lost them. They went downhill. People have a hard time grasping. It was change, and that translates into evolution. I was testifying at the State Textbook Committee in Texas with Dr. Bishop, who's head of the Department of Biology there at the University of Texas, and they are asking us questions, and they asked Dr. Bishop, what's the best example of evolution that you could see? And he said, well, the Texas salamander is an excellent example. Said it lives in caves, and it's adapted to its environment down there where there's no light and it doesn't have eyes, and you see this adaptation. And so they said, Dr. Patton, what do you have to say about that? And I said, well, there's a tremendous amount of genetic information to make an eye. It's just an incredible mechanism with all kinds of information involved, and this critter lost it. Now that's not evolution, that's devolving. Now, he really didn't, but it looks like he lost it. It comes back when he gets out in the light. I think that's design, but anyway, at best, he lost it. I said, now, if he comes up with a headlight down there, that'll be evolution. Which is the way the audience responded, by the way. Dr. Bishop got mad and he got up and left. One more question came to him. He said, well, Dr. Bishop, can you come up with a better example than that salamander that went blind? And he just left. He just got up and marched out. We have fun. My wife thinks I have too much fun sometimes. But I think it needs to be exposed. And other questions? Yes.
You mentioned, what was it, Brontosaurus or something, supposedly having 8 hearts or something?
The Seismosaurus.
Yeah, well, don't we as humans have little valves that keep the blood from backflowing? So wouldn't that take care of the problem even 8
well,
feet?
No, it has to pump at 80 feet in the air. That's backflowing is not.
Little valves that close to keep,
Yeah.
like foot valves.
Yeah.
That pump it.
It's an amazing, it's an astounding hydraulic system, and that's an understatement. If you ever heard M.E. Clark lecture on the hydraulics of the human heart, you'd be amazed at that. But I don't think it would help it go up 80 feet.
We have a program on the radio that talks about just studying the giraffe, talking about the hydraulics of the giraffe, raising its head and lowering its head down to drink water, and the dynamics of doing that.
Just the pressure.
If you could blow its head, it brains out, but
Yeah.
it's lowering its head down
Yeah.
to drink water.
The pressure necessary just to get it up, 18 feet per giraffe, let alone 80 feet, would be enough pressure to really do some damage without those valves. Yeah. Amazing design. Yes.
On the New Mexico fossils, so I think it was July 92, I might be off a month, but in the Smithsonian Magazine, an article about the gentleman who is a fossil hunter, and he has a big shed with all kinds of trackways in it. And within that, there were 3-toed tracks, and they would disappear and then come again on I think it's mudstone or sandstone. And then in the magazine itself, there is a bear print, just as clear as can be. And of course, they just said, well, some hitherto unknown species made that just
Well,
incredible how, at least it was printed in Smithsonian, which I give them credit.
they referred to some of the tracks as problematic.
Yes, that was the word.
Now, that spurred my interest. And so I've talked to him. It's an interesting story. Wish we won't take time to tell it. But the problematic, in fact, the